Come on, flip the pickle, Morty. You're not gonna regret it. The payoff is huge.
Bazinga.
So this is a video about Rick and Morty because why the fuck not? No one can shut the fuck up about it, not even me. And also I'm bored. I wanted to save Friday the 13th for a video that I've been working on for quite a while, but I'm just busy with life and exams and other shit, and also that video takes way too much time, and I'm a lazy piece of shit. If you guys don't know what Rick and Morty is about, actually, you know what, fuck it. I'm pretty sure everyone at this point knows what Rick and Morty is and what it's about and all the shit that's been going on. I don't think I need to tell you. Recently, it got really fucking popular with a certain audience. Probably the best way to describe the Rick and Morty fan base is the apex of humanity itself. Man, fuck school. True knowledge comes from Rick and Morty. I'm pretty sure you didn't know this, but incest is the thinking man's fetish, okay? What kind of brainlet wouldn't fuck their grandson in the ass?
What is my purpose?
You pass butter.
Oh my god.
One of the key themes of Rick and Morty that drives people into the show is its edgy rhetoric, which mostly comes from Rick. Man, I wonder who likes hearing their edgy opinions agreed with on TV for the sole purpose of being edgy. To this audience, it's some kind of wise and divine knowledge, when in actuality, it's just pretentiousness for the sake of being pretentious. It's kind of similar to those dirty sodomite scourging, child-raping Catholics and the kind of preaching that they do on the street. People will try and claim that there is this deep scientific meaning that only the true intelligent master race can understand, but we have all yet to find said meaning. You see that guy? Fucking genius right there. He got it right away. You're a fucking idiot. You aren't smart enough to understand Rick and Morty. You aren't seeing two teenage girls dressing up as retarded cartoon characters. No, what you're seeing right here is the modern day Plato and Aristotle. Clearly, you fucking brainlets just don't fucking understand. The constant use of lol so random humor appeals to those with small attention spans who laugh at anything, even if it lacks any real punchline.
Show me what you got!
Jim, you heard them said.
It's shit like this that everyone criticized beforehand when it was something different, like,
These nuts.
And it isn't just the scene that I showed earlier. There's shit like this in almost every episode now. It's like people can't find a joke funny unless it's something ridiculous and out of place that just flies right at you. Or, well, toilet humor. I mean, toilet humor is funny sometimes, but here it's kind of constant. Along with the wow random shit and the lol Rick just roasted a guy. Wow, he's so funny, you guys. He's like the funny uncle of the group. Shit like this starts becoming repetitive and boring. But don't worry, someone will probably find a quote from another show and then they'll milk that shit to death. And then they'll say, haha, anyone who watched Rick and Morty's an idiot. What, did you think the elitist cycle was only limited to anime and video games? People also love it when something that's seemingly random and aimless has some kind of story to it that no one could possibly understand or even fathom. I mean, all the YouTubers do it, so why don't we do it? Let's just shove a bunch of this shit that hints at some kind of story being told in this episodic cartoon series. I mean, quality doesn't really mean shit, as long as you make the viewers feel a little fulfilled when 2 years later, when the next season comes out, they can get hyped for the deepest lore, which won't really go anywhere at all. After all that waiting, it'll be like no one remembered who fucking Evil Morty was. Speaking of seasons, were you guys also aware of this one moment in season 3 as well?
In 1998, they had this promotion for the Disney film Mulan, where they created a new sauce for the McNuggets called Szechuan sauce, and it's delicious. And then they got rid of it, and now it's gone. This is the only place we're gonna be able to try it. It's in my memory.
Rick, you're doing this bit while your brain is...
Boy, it would sure be nice for McDonald's to re-release a 20-year-old sauce that no one really gave a shit about until now. Man, I'd sure love to have some of that sweet and sour sauce pumped with even more additives, rather than, you know, get actual teriyaki sauce from the grocery store, because that takes effort. After all, you have to have a fairly high IQ to dip nuggets into sauce splattered all over the piss-stained concrete. And this, well, you have to be the equivalent of fucking Socrates to understand the meaning of this.
Wait, you guys have no Szechuan sauce? No. I want Szechuan sauce! Where's my Szechuan sauce? I'm Pickle Rick! WUBALABADUBDUB! I'm Kendall Rick! Rick! I'm Kendall Rick! Rick!
What the heck?
And fuck, you must have some IQ of fucking 900 to sell tubs of shitty McDonald's sauce for over $1,000. Fuck, man, I think these guys are too smart for me. I don't think I can handle this anymore. My head will probably implode because of all the divine knowledge that's going into it. I mean, after that pile up, the Szechuan sauce did run out within, I don't know, like 30 seconds. And honestly, they took it very well. I mean, ask McDonald's. So all of this shit above is simply to appease the lowest common denominator who love random humor, tryhardiness, overhyped bullshit, and product placement. To be honest, it wasn't as bad as this in the first season, surprisingly. The humor was actually kind of relevant to the situation sometimes, and wasn't random shit or just jokes that straight up aren't funny. I wonder why it got so shit all of a sudden with all this pandering. It's almost as if some of the people contributing really don't give two shits about the quality of the show. I wonder, who would do all of this? Who would stop the show making fun of entitled new male narcissist humorless faggots to pander to said faggots?
I'm not a Nazi? The people that tweet you and say, nor am I, but just out of curiosity. Just tell them to go fuck themselves. The discourse is over. The war has begun. You're not talking to Nazis anymore. You're not talking to people that want to entertain the notion of being a Nazi anymore. You don't want to talk to people that want to circumscribe the concept of Nazism within a fucking Socratic dialectic about goddamn whether Nazi. They're fucking Nazis.
Shit, I don't know. I think I forgot. I don't remember. Who gives a shit anyway? Everyone's gonna die. Everything's bullshit. WUBALABADUBDUB, am I right?
So low, we have gotten so bad that a third of our country has gotten there. 29% of the people are fucking Nazis. Let's face it.